Hello, listener. This is a podcast produced by the State Department for Irrigation. In it, we present our Citizen Service Delivery Charter of 2023-2024. The State Department for Irrigation is a department under the Ministry of Water, Sanitation, and Irrigation. Its functions include National Irrigation Policy and Management, water harvesting and storage for irrigation, management of irrigation schemes, water storage and flood control management, mapping, designating and developing areas ideal for irrigation schemes, and development of irrigation infrastructure and land reclamation. The State Department of Irrigation envisions an efficient, modern, and commercially oriented irrigation sector. It also strives to fulfill its mission by guiding and facilitating the development and management of irrigation in Kenya through sustainable exploitation of land and water resources for food security and socio-economic development. We are located at Maji House, Nairobi County.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning, sir. Do you need any assistance?
Yes, I do.
It's my pleasure to serve you.
My name is John. I am a farmer from Machakos County.
I am Zaria. I work with the State Department for Irrigation. And welcome to our offices here at Maji House.
All right, Zaria. I need to know what the State Department for Irrigation can do for me as I am launching an irrigation business.
Wow. We are happy that you have visited our office in person. Please note that we truly are committed to providing our customers and stakeholders like you with high quality professional service at all times.
Thank you, Zaria.
My pleasure. Mr. John, kindly allow me some time to take you through our Citizen Service Delivery Charter.
A service charter? What is that?
Yes, our service charter. It is a document that outlines the services we offer, the obligations of our customers just like you, so as to enable us provide services within stipulated time frames. It also provides mechanisms you can use for giving feedback or lodging complaints.
Okay, that is very clear. You can proceed now.
Okay, let me pick a copy for you from the rack. I request your patience as you go through the service charter.
No worries. I'd planned to be here to truly understand what services you offer.
All right, Mr. John. We have quite a number of services. One of the services is offering you general information. So for general information services, you can contact us by phone, email, or correspondence if you'd like to make an inquiry. We will return your call within 15 seconds. And if you visit our offices in person, like you have now, you shall receive an oral response within 1 minute. Any written communication shall be attended to within 5 business days. We also have a service that offers public participation. We view public involvement as essential to providing high-quality services. Therefore, we also hold forums for public participations with the goal of raising public knowledge and comprehension of irrigation policies, laws, rules, tactics, and initiatives. We make use of your input to improve irrigation services going forward and to foster group decision-making that leads to sustainable solutions. Whenever we are planning any public participation forums, we ensure that members of the public are notified in good time.
Now. What about registration and licensing? Yes, my mentor informed me that I need to be both registered and licensed.
That is very, very true. For your business to operate, you must be registered and licensed. And that is one of the other services that we offer: registration of irrigation service providers. If a citizen wants to provide irrigation services like you, Mr. John, they must register with us. All they are required to do is submit an official request through the State Department for Irrigation portal available on the eCitizen website. After submitting your application, you will get feedback from us free of charge and within a month. Licensing of irrigation schemes and renewal of licenses is another service we offer. When an irrigation service provider wants to apply for or renew their license for an irrigation scheme, they need to go to the State Department for Irrigation's portal via the eCitizen website and submit a formal request. Mr. John, a license is offered at a fee of 1,000 shillings for small irrigation schemes, 3,000 shillings for medium-sized irrigation schemes, and 5,000 shillings for large projects. Please take note that the processing of your license will take a maximum of 30 days. We appreciate you listening to this podcast, in which the State Department for Irrigation, Ministry of Water, Sanitation and Irrigation describes the services it provides, the timelines of those services, and the responsibilities of customers. Huduma Bora, haki yako.
Are there any more services you offer?
Yes, there are more services we offer, and it is important that you get to know them. Mr. John, it is the responsibility of the State Department for Irrigation to conduct feasibility studies and create comprehensive designs for infrastructure projects related to water harvesting, storage, and even land reclamation. You need to visit our portal on the eCitizen website, ecitizen.go.ke, to request this specific service and submit a formal request, and also attach relevant maps and data. This service is provided without charge and will be conducted within 6 months of receiving your request. It is also required of the State Department for Irrigation to oversee infrastructure projects related to irrigation and land reclamation. If you would like to work on a project of this kind, all you need to do is submit your request, specifying the beneficiaries and stakeholders involved. The time taken to provide this service shall depend on the type and scope of the project, and it shall be offered free of charge.
One other thing, Miss Zaria. I read that you provide standards for designing land reclamation and irrigation infrastructure projects.
We are also mandated to provide standards for designing land reclamation and irrigation infrastructure projects. In order to obtain guidance regarding these requirements, you must submit an official request. This is a free service that will be provided to you within 1 month of submitting your request.
Just knowing that you are in charge of ensuring that service providers like me can run irrigation business effectively and efficiently is incredibly humbling. I have another question. I recently joined an irrigation water users association and we are planning for training. Do you offer any other training around irrigation and management?
Yes, we provide training not only to County Irrigation Development Units or CIDU, but also to irrigation water users associations such as yours. Mr. John, in the event that you would like to organize team capacity building, all you need to do is submit a formal application using our eCitizen internet portal at ecitizen.go.ke. And note that this is a free service and we shall offer it within 6 months from the date of your application.
Nice. I'm glad to hear that you provide training. I will let my fellow Irrigation Waters Users Association members know when I get home. We will definitely make a request for training.
We at the State Department of Irrigation shall be pleased to offer you the training at your convenience. Note that we are also responsible for providing technical advisory services on irrigation and land reclamation designs and standards. All you are required to do is visit our eCitizen portal and submit an official request to access our advisory services. The advisory services we provide are free, and time taken to provide the service will depend on the nature of the project. On the other hand, we are also authorized to carry out land degradation mapping and assessment.
What is the importance of land degradation mapping and assessment?
Note that the national government is keen to understand the factors that contribute to land degradation as well as the repercussions of land utilization. This information will enable our government to work out appropriate sustainable management solutions. Okay,
All right. Okay.
If you wish to access land degradation mapping and assessment service, you need to submit an official request via our eCitizen portal, and following approval, this service shall be performed without charge and within 6 months. Another service we offer is processing requests for irrigation projects. We appreciate all initiatives in setting up irrigation projects. Nonetheless, approval for these initiatives must come from the State Department for Irrigation. Therefore, if one is considering installing residential water storage or community water pans, small dams, or community or school-based irrigation projects, they must submit a formal request for approval. This is a complimentary service, and all requests shall be attended to within a period of 1 year.
What about irrigation data and information?
We acknowledge your right to access information on irrigation and land reclamation data. To access it, Mr. John, you are required to submit a formal request, and the information will be provided in 21 days. We appreciate you listening to this podcast, in which the State Department for Irrigation, Ministry of Water, Sanitation and Irrigation describes the services it provides, the timelines of those services, and the responsibilities of customers. Huduma bora, haki yako.
Zaria, from my copy, I also see that you also recruit human resources, offer supply chain opportunities, and handle complaints. Okay. Can you also provide me with more details about these services?
Mr. John, whenever the State Department of Irrigation seeks to hire new employees, an advertisement will be published in the local newspapers. It is mandatory for all prospective candidates to fulfill the specified prerequisites and send their application before the stipulated deadline. Under the supply chain service, the State Department of Irrigation offers pre-qualification of suppliers, processing of tenders, payment of service providers, and disposal of obsolete items. To be pre-qualified as a supplier, all prospective suppliers must duly fill an application form and submit it together with the company profile, certificate of incorporation or registration, PIN certificate, valid tax compliance certificate or tax exemption certificate, original bank statements, copy of certificate of registration with relevant regulatory bodies, also pay a non-refundable fee and attach the payment receipt. Other documents that need to be attached include copies of annual return forms filed by the company registry and the national identity card or passport. Pre-qualification is free and shall be completed within 14 working days.
When you have business opportunities that I can take into consideration, how will I know?
We usually advertise business opportunities in the daily newspapers and on our website. All those who wish to be pre-qualified as suppliers need to fulfill the specified prerequisites and send the application before the stipulated deadline. Every supplier shall be informed about the outcome of the application within 90 days from the tender closing date. For successful suppliers, we shall provide the results of the procurement process to the appropriate parties within 1 working day of the award after timely submission of all the necessary supporting documentation.
Okay. Once you have certified that your services and goods delivered fulfill your expectations, how many days does it take for suppliers to get paid?
Payment shall be done within 60 days from the date on which a legitimate invoice for the supply of products, works, or services is received. Also remember that we dispose obsolete items, and we usually advertise the intention for disposal of obsolete items in the local dailies. A citizen who wishes to place a bid on obsolete items must do so within 60 days. We appreciate you listening to this podcast, in which the State Department for Irrigation, Ministry of Water, Sanitation and Irrigation describes the services it provides, the timelines of those services, and the responsibilities of customers. Huduma Bora, haki yako. We value our customers and we will make sure they receive courteous, equitable, and dignified treatment whenever they interact with us. However, in the unlikely event that we fall short of our customers' expectations, we request for feedback in the form of complaints or suggestions. If you choose to come into our offices to voice your concerns or provide feedback, we will acknowledge receipt of your complaint within 1 business day. Please note that all complaints, whether written or verbal, shall be resolved within 14 working days.
Aha, I see. The State Department of Irrigation is truly committed to courtesy and excellence in service delivery.
Yes, we are. That is why we advise our customers to give us feedback on our services at all times. To offer your feedback, Mr. John, you can write to the Principal Secretary, Ministry of Water, Sanitation and Irrigation, the State Department for Irrigation, Maji House, P.O. Box 49720, postcode 00100, Nairobi. Or you can call us on our landline +254 27273 3808. You can send an email to ps@irrigationkenya.go.ke or info@irrigationkenya.go.ke or public.complaint@irrigationkenya.go.ke. You can also contact the Commission on Administrative Justice, Office of the Ombudsman, in the event you feel that the State Department for Irrigation has not efficiently addressed your grievances through the head office, second floor, West End Towers, PO Box 20414, postcode 00200, Nairobi, or call the office on +254 20227 0000. Send complaints to complaints@ombudsman.go.ke. For more information about the Commission on Administrative Justice, you could visit their website www.ombudsman.go.ke. Huduma bora ni haki yako.
Oh, thank you so much.
Mr. John, we wish you well in your irrigation business and thank you for visiting us at Maji House. Huduma bora haki yako.